Hello everyone, my name is Vent, your coach of the Roma Rotoms, and welcome back to another episode of the PSN League, Season 6. Today we're going to be fighting Shrub Vince, coach of the SuperShrubsGarden. I saw it on the screen there, but I forgot the name. Let's get into the game. To my surprise, he does not bring the Alamomola. In fact, he does bring the Tapu Fini in place of it. He also, to my surprise, he brings the Delmise, which I wasn't expecting because I have Heatran that could easily kill it. The front three Mons are always threats, and so is Magearna. Magearna and Meloetta. So let's get into the battle. I lead off with Archeops, and he leads with Mega Manectric, which scares me out into Heatran since Mega Manectric outspeeds Archeops. As he immediately reveals Hidden Power Ice on the spot, and he Volt Switches into Tapu Fini. Now I go into Shaman in response to this as he reveals to be Taunt, which is interesting. I go into Heatran as he brings in Delmise, as I switch into Tesla, predicting him to switch back into Fini, and he Shadow Claws me, which makes me go into Gligar and eat up a Power Whip, which makes him go into Fini. As I go back into my Shaman, we're back at square one. He goes into Delmise, I get the special defense drop, as I HP Ice in an attempt to kill it, but he ends up knocking off my Occaberry, which is very unfortunate. And speaking of which, he goes into Volcarona as I go into Clefable to neglect the setup. And he goes into Magearna on my Wish as I bring in my Heatran, as the Magearna sets up Trick Room and reveals all-out pummeling against my Gligar. Now, based on the damage, I think it's Aura Sphere, but it could still be either or because of my investment. Now, what you're going to see for the next few turns is me trying to deal with the Magearna, so I'm going to skip a couple turns here, and the Meloetta setting up, which takes a couple turns. Now, what I was struggling with most this battle is whenever he set up Trick Room, he could click one of his three attacking moves here, whether it be Ice Beam, Flash Cannon, or Aura Sphere and or Focus Blast, whichever one he had could kill one of my members had I mispredicted. So now, I go on to my Shaman as he Flash Cannons my Shaman, which I guessed right, but I get a special defense drop, so it scares me out back into Clefable, which he can then Flash Cannon for over half of my health. So I protect the damage off so I could get more leftovers health up. I predict another Flash Cannon and go into Raikou, but he Ice Beams me, predicting it, as I go into Coca-Cola Classic and Z Earthquake, whatever comes in. As the Mega Manectric comes in, as the only threat that outspeeds me dead, my Coca-Cola Classic can now run rampant, but I am -1 attack, so I switch out into Heatran, which Flash Cannon is the Volcarona here, as the Bug Buzz does nothing to my Clefable. Now he goes on to Magearna, I Wish again. I go into Heatran as he sets up Trick Room, and he reveals Aura Sphere, so that's pretty cool, so my Heatran won't die in one hit. He now kills off my Shaman here, as I go back into Volcarona and double into Heatran here on the Trick Room ending, which makes him go Fini as I Flash Cannon his Fini, but it doesn't do anything to his Fini. Fini. He goes into Clefable. No, I go into Clefable on the Scald. The Misty Terrain does not allow me to get burned. He taunts my Clefable, which is very unfortunate. I should have gone into Archeops there, but whatever. Scald connects as I Moonblast the Fini. Scald connects as I Moonblast the Fini again. As he taunts me again and goes into Volcarona. Now here's where I start to get scared. So he Fiery Dances my Clefable and kills me. Now, I pretty much lose here unless I can land this Stone Edge on the Magearna, which I do, and kill it. Now, he goes into Fini. I have to Stone Edge crit the Fini, and he can't Scald Burn me. He doesn't Scald Burn me, and even though I am defeatist on this thing, I still kill it with Stone Edge. Now, what I need here is a crit with U-turn on the Meloetta and a crit Stone Edge and seeing if that kills. So now I Stone Edge the Feeny here, and the Feeny dies. So I U-turn the Meloetta. I get a crit with it. I go into Heatran and sack it. And now I go back in the Archeops. The moment of truth. Here we go. I get the Stone Edge. I do get the critical hit, but it just isn't enough. Had it not been for Defeatist, I would have won this battle, but that was very, very unfortunate. Providing that the Dhelmise was at 38%. You can't see it here. Oh, yeah, you can, just barely. Provided that the Dhelmise was at 38%, he would have died to a Dragon Claw as I calced it. Had it been Max Fizz Def, it would have died, and the Volcarona would have died to a Stone Edge. So, either way, good game, Shrub. Defeatist is unfortunate, but we are not starting off the season well, and hopefully with these next 9 weeks we can make a huge, huge comeback, whether trades be necessary or not. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time where we fight Texas itself. Week 4, coached by Fieru. See you guys then.